Hello friends, thank you and welcome once again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. In our series we continue with the algebraic expression, and in this video I want us to look at how to carry out factorization. But before then we need to understand what is factorization. What does it mean to factorize an algebraic expression or even any other arithmetic expression? Now, in simple terms, we could say that factorization is the reverse of expansion. Expansion. And remember, expansion, as we saw earlier, is to introduce brackets or to remove bracket. To remove bracket, that was expansion. So the reverse of removing bracket is introducing bracket. So we can also say to factorize means to introduce brackets, to introduce brackets. Now, as the name suggests, again, you can see factorize. This is a word we get from the word factor. To factorize means actually to get factors. Okay, and how do we get factors when we have an algebraic expression? By use of brackets, by introducing brackets. For instance, recalling what we had in the previous clip, we had a 3b minus a 3a. So this is an algebraic expression, and you could be asked to factorize it. So in order to factorize an algebraic expression, what you need to do is to look at the terms that comprise the algebraic expression and check for common factor or common factors. You could have one or more common factors of the terms that form the algebraic expression. So here we have two terms, 3b and 3a. So to introduce brackets, we look for a common factor. So like in this case, you can see it's evident that 3 is the common factor. So you write your 3 and then ask yourself, is there any other common factor than 3, like in this case? Now you can see in this case there is no other common factor, so we are free to introduce our bracket. And now what remains in there is b, and then we have minus a. Now this is the factorized form of 3b minus 3a. So in other words, when we factorize, we get factors. So like here we have two factors, 3 and b minus a are the two factors of this algebraic expression, 3b minus 3a. Now if you consider another case, we have here like 2x plus 4y plus 3x plus 6y. Now this is another algebraic expression with 4 terms, as you can see. Then you are asked to factorize, in other words, introduce brackets. And we have said for us to introduce brackets, we first of all look for common factors or to the terms that are in that expression. So let's check here. Is there a common factor to all these terms? We have 2x, 4y, 3x, 6y. From the face of it, there is no common factor. So in such a case, when there is no common factor and you have more than 1 or 2 or 3 terms like we do here, The next thing that you need to do is check if they are like terms, and then bring them together, and then after that you could probably find common factors and proceed to factorize. So like in this case, we can see we have 2x and we have 3x. Those are like terms, so we can bring them together. So 2x plus 3x gives you 5x, and we have 4y and 6y because they have similar terms. Sorry for that, there's some rain around here. So we have 4y and 6y. These are like terms, so we can bring them together, and we have 10y. So here we have the original expression as reduced to an expression with two terms, 5x and 10y. Then we ask ourselves, is there a common term between these two terms? It's true, and it's evident. We can see between 5x and 10y there is a common factor, which is 5. So you write that 5 out there, and you ask yourself, is there any other common factor? There is none, so we are free to introduce our bracket, and in there we remain with x, and of course in place of the next term we have 2y. So this is the factorized form of our 2x plus 4y plus 3x plus 6y. Very important to note that before you conclude that you can't factorize, like in this case, find out whether they are like terms, consolidate them or put them together. Then after that, like we have done here, you ask whether there is a common factor, and you have seen, like in this case, there's a common factor, and therefore the factorized form will be as what we have here. Thank you so much for your audience once again. Have a nice time, and bye bye. See you later.